Niku running free in the Bear secondary. Inside the 15, the 10, the 5, and it'll be first and goal at the 3. Turning on the afterburners, crosses the 40, 45, 50, on to the Panthers side of the field. Picked off right there by number 10, and that's Wells. A free run to the end zone, touchdown hit.
Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Doman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Cardiovascular Institute of the South, 1231 David Drive in Morgan City. Commitment to quality cardiovascular care through unparalleled expertise. Taco Bell. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants, and delivery now available with DoorDash. Taco Bell invites you to live Moss. Guaranteed Title. Tell your home lender you want guaranteed title for your closing. When making the biggest purchase of your life, experience matters. Shawbills, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary and surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Sheriff Blaze Smith, committed to maintaining excellence in law enforcement through courtesy, professionalism, honor, and respect. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all our area teams good luck this season. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Visit one of our locations in Bayou Vista, Morgan City, and Amelia today. Stansbury and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Pelican Companies of America, your one-stop spot for all your rental needs. 985-312-5509. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
St. Mary welcoming the Franklin Hornets. Homecoming night here at West St. Mary, always Lane LaRive joining me, and most of the time you schedule somebody that you think you can get a victory on. They take their biggest rival in the Franklin Hornets.
Always a big rival between these two teams. We're looking forward to a great team, the 2-2 coming into the game, Franklin Hornets against the West St. Mary Wolfpack, who is 3-2. Franklin 1-1 in district. This is a District 7 2A matchup between these two guys, and West St. Mary 1-0 in district. Both powerhouse offenses. Both teams averaging better than 30 points a game. West St. Mary last two games shut out on defense. They haven't been scored on since they played Westgate.
West St. Mary has won the toss, deferred to the second half, so we'll get our first look at the Franklin offense. Good crowds turned out for tonight. As always, fire on the bayou. I'm assuming they still refer to it as that, but one of the bigger games in the state is right now about to happen.
Homecoming 2021.
Perry and Alexander back deep for the Hornets. This game is underway. Low line drive kick picked up by Jenkins at his own 30-yard line. That's about as far as he'll go.
Great hustle that time by the Wolfpack, making a stop immediately.
Bill Franklin not one-dimensional. They can run the football. They got an electrifying quarterback, and they can throw it around the field. So we're looking for an entertaining ball game today. There you see our starting lineup. Perry, quarterback, number 3, Weber, Gray, Johnson, Page, and Jenkins. That's your skill players. Lamar, Rudolph, Dickerson, Robinson, the big guys up front. doing the dirty work. First down and 10 just underway here from Baldwin. Weber, as Perry keeps it himself, he'll have the first down and a good start for the Hornets.
Perry showing that speed right off the bat around the right side. That's one of the things when I talked to Coach Duke, Coach Colbert, earlier today, he said he was concerned about it. He knew that Franklin has a lot of speed. He says that one of his keys to victory is for the defense to read their keys and do what they have to do to keep Franklin off the field as much as possible tonight.
Hornets will spread them out. 4 receivers set. One lone back is Jenkins. He'll get the carry off tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet. Fighting through tacklers, ball on the ground. The Wolfpack jump on it. They'll have the first turnover of the night.
That's what the Wolfpack was looking for. I'm sure that'll fire up the fans on the West St. Mary side to get an early turnover. And that's what you got to do. It was a great run over that left side. West St. Mary has to be concerned about stopping the run tonight. That was a big run, but hey, that's a turnover, +1 for West St. Mary.
One thing that's definitely noticeable in the years past, neither team had a lot of numbers, about 30 players. And this year, a lot of folks on the sideline for both clubs. So both programs, I would call them ascending programs.
Always a good sign for a program.
Here come the Wolfpack. Yep. Early whistle will stop this play. It'll be a false.
West St. Mary showing that they're not afraid to put the ball in the air early and often in this one. It looked like they was going to try to go with the little bubble route that time. And
yeah, one thing about the West St. Mary Ball Club, a lot of young players. They're led by the sophomore quarterback in Caesar. But just like Franklin, they'll run out of multiple sets. They'll run the football as well as throw it. So they're a well-balanced team. One lone back, 4 receivers set. West St. Mary's first possession of the game. They'll hand off to DePass.
Stopped immediately that time. Great tackle right there. Franklin looks like they're crowding the line of scrimmage. They be running the ball.
Here you look at the West St. Mary offense. Cesar, your sophomore quarterback, Hines, Robertson, August and Pierre, along with DePass, that's your skilled players. Wilson, Smith, Doe, Bacon, and Tardy will try to keep them clean. Second down and long. Back to pass. They'll throw a shot, deep sideline. A little overthrown and incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Alexander.
Looked like West St. Mary's receiver might have had a step. He's much taller than the defender for Franklin that time. They was trying to get an early pass to him. Was just thrown just out of reach, a little bit too far out of bounds.
Here's a look at that Franklin defense. They'll keep trying to hold down this high-powered Wolfpack offense. Third and 15, Wolfpack. Play clock inside 10 seconds. They'll reset it. That's a break for the Wolfpack. They'll reset the play clock at 40 seconds. Give them plenty enough time to get this play in. Third down and 15. And rush, same play, little wheel route, near side, intercepted.
Great job that time by Franklin's safety. He was in the center of the field, and he was reading the eyes of the quarterback, and he was floating on to his left. I think he was anticipating that play happening again, and he made a good cut to the ball. Great interception for Franklin.
Jay Sean Johnson, the sophomore from Franklin. Went up tall and got it. So each team, a turnover early in this one. .10:31 to go here, just underway from Baldwin. West St. Mary homecoming, taking on their arch rival, the Hornets of Franklin. Swing pass to the outside to Page, and he's immediately dropped. Big number 21 first to get there, Trey Doe.
Doe doing a good job of staying home, reading his keys, and looking for that pass and coming up and making a strong solo tackle for the Wolfpack.
Second down and 10, and Lane, so much talk has been about the offense, but I think the game's going to be won on which defense shows up here tonight.
That's right. It could be a defensive game. I don't think everybody's going to score 30 tonight.
Flag on the play will stop the play. Illegal procedure against the Hornets. That'll back them up 5. And, you know, penalties have been a factor in these first couple drives, getting them behind the sticks. Willis Jenkins, your receiver, to the bottom of your screen. 2-back set alongside Perry. Again, tough sledding off tackle. May have gotten one.
On the carry. Brings up third down. Third down, 14. Hornets.
Good job by the West St. Mary defense coming up and making that play hard. They've been running a cover 3, so the crowd in the line of scrimmage looking for the run. Made a great stop that time, puts them in a 3rd and long situation.
Perry, rush coming, trying to scramble. Slips a tackle. Now he has some running room across the 40. Near midfield, having trouble getting him down. He'll be short of first down yardage, bring up 4th down, but a good scramble by Perry to get something positive.
Well, I tell you what, Perry was in bad shape in the middle. He was looking at taking a major loss when he couldn't find the receiver. Was able to scramble it out, and the Wolfpack don't want to let him get away too much because it looks like he's got some wheels to put a hurt on you if he gets out in the open field.
Look like Franklin will leave their offense on the field. It'll be around 4th down and 3. They'll need to get to the 50-yard line and move the chains. So this is the kind of game you're going to see between two rivals. A lot of gambles are going to take place, and this is the first one. Franklin will call a timeout. We'll see if they have second thought or if they're going to just regroup and make sure they got the right play in. Last week's player of the game, Chris Hunter, went to practice to go ahead and give Mr. Milton, who was could have went to plenty of guys on Berwick. He happened to be the ball carrier. They had a great offensive game. Milton, the beneficiary of some big holes. He made it count.
Well, while it was between him and Brett Beard, was also a good player for Berwick, but Milton pulled it off. Outstanding running last week, hard running, dragging tacklers and everything else. So he's very, very deserving. Great job by him.
Yeah, he is the core physical therapy player of the game. Fourth down, the offense will stay on the field, so Franklin will go for it here in the first quarter. They'll spread them out. Your long back is Weber. He stands along Perry. Perry, your more dangerous ball carrier from the quarterback spot. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side.
4 down, 3.
And here we go. Direct run by Perry. Perry slips a tackle. Down the sideline he goes. Turns on the speed. Looking for a block on the outside. Knocked out of bounds. Inside the 10 and a big play for the Hornets.
I'm telling you, he would have went all the way if number 14, that's August, didn't make the stop for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack was walked all the way up to the line of scrimmage. They had no safeties in the back. They was all the way within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. So once he broke the corner and got through the yard, he just had open field all the way.
Big 4th down conversion. That got him in the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. And we'll see if the Hornets can capitalize. Perry barks out the signals, takes the snap, he'll hand it off.
Nice tackle that time. That's number 21
Weber, stop by Doe.
That's Doe on the tackle, coming up and making that outstanding tackle.
Yeah,
At the line of scrimmage, actually, I think he lost about a yard, Boo.
Doe showed us early on that he's the headhunter on this defense. Couple big hits so far, and we're just midway through the first quarter.
Remember, this is a team that hasn't been scored on since the Westgate game 3 weeks ago.
Here we go, split backs behind Perry. Franklin looking to get out to an early lead. He'll hand it off tackle. Again, ball on the ground, picked up by the Wolfpacks. So the turnover bug is struck twice. And the Wolfpacks will stop this drive deep in their own end.
Game of turnovers, big hit that time, knocking that ball loose, and that Wolfpack defense shows their stuff again and stops the Hornets from getting in the end zone and getting that ball back.
That's Doe again knocking it free. Just 3 turnovers between them. Each drive is ended with a turnover.
Doe very aggressive on defense. Shows he's come to play tonight.
Timeout by West St. Mary. They'll come to the sideline to talk about it, and we'll take our first timeout of the night. You're watching the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansbury and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
Booger Zaffe alongside Lane LaRive. We're back to West St. Mary High School. A beautiful facility, and what a game we expect to have here tonight. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. A flag comes out immediately.
Interesting to see what this call was. That's number 56. Holding against the Wolfpack. That's number 56 on the stop for Franklin. Moses on the stop.
Wonder where the hole was. That play happened so quick. I don't know if he had time to hold.
Right. I tell you what, he must have made a move and come unblocked because he was there immediately and took the quarterback down. Big loss on that play.
We'll replay first down.
They'll back him up. Looks like 1st and 20. Our vantage point is fair to mediocre.
Caesar hands off. Off left tackle.
Handoff goes to Hines.
Pick up a cover.
Hines.
Gang tackle that time. Johnson, one of the ones on the stop for the Hornets.
The pass on the carry. Second down, 18.
Wolfpack looking for their first down of the night. Their drives have been stymied. So they're trying to figure out where can they attack this Hornet defense. Hadn't been between the tackles.
Caesar rolls to his right.
Second down, Caesar takes a shot again. We've seen that pass bait 3 times in a row. This time Pierre had a hand on it, couldn't bring it down. A little bit of a push off, but not much. He could have made the play.
Little push off. No call on the play and everything. Going up for the ball. Had a shot at it that time. Was not overthrown, but quarterback was kind of forced to throw it a little bit quicker than he wanted that time because there was big pressure for that big defensive line by Franklin.
Yeah, looking at that play for the 3rd time, there's really no read. That's a, hey, we're going to run this route, you throw it up and let my athlete
go run under it and catch it. Exactly.
Third down, worst case scenario, Wolfpack would like to get some room for their punter as they're backed up deep on their end. Caesar rolls out near side, makes a nice move, but down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down and an obvious punting situation for the Wolfpack.
Had a receiver open that time, rolling across the field, but didn't have time to really find him with that pressure from that defensive line. He was scrambling around and taken down.
Johnson and Perry stand at midfield, awaiting the punt.
Franklin should end up with great field position on this possession.
Good snap, low line drop punt, take a good Wolfpack roll. There'll be no return. It gets right past the 40-yard line. And wasn't a pretty punt, but an effective punt. But Franklin will have a short field to work with. And they've had some big plays tonight, just can't finish the drive.
That's right, great starting field position for them. Have showed, which is very important, of the two teams, that they can move the ball on the ground. They've shown some success with that. It's going to be interesting to see if they come back and attack that line of scrimmage.
First and 10, Hornets. Perry takes the snap. He'll put it in the air, taking a deep shot, deep corner, and a double coverage. Has a receiver. The catch is made. Caught by Johnson for the touchdown.
They tried to hit Johnson a couple of times tonight and missed him, and that time he ran right past the defender and was able to, and the quarterback put the ball right on the money. Great pass and great catch.
When you look at where that ball was placed and how that catch was made, any level, high school, college, pro, that's as good as it gets as you look at it here on your replay.
That's exactly how it's supposed to, that you want it to work when you practice it at practice.
So the Hornets finally cash in on one of their big plays. They take a 6-0 lead. And they'll go for two. Weber, your lone back. They'll send Jenkins in motion. Perry back to pass, crossing route, has a receiver, and this time through his hands. Looking for Johnson, the PAT no good. 5:06 to go. Franklin strikes first. They lead 6-0.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by AJ Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, AJ Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
Welcome back to West St. Mary. Franklin 2 turnovers, stalled their drives previously. That time a big pass play. Perry to Johnson, and they take a 6-0 lead. We look where the offense.
Hornets, yeah.
We look where the offense is going to come from the Wolfpack. Been unable to run in between the tackles, and a few deep pass plays were unsuccessful.
And I think that's going to have a big effect on this ball game as the time goes by. The Wolfpack needs to be able to establish some kind of running game, and but the Hornets here are able to kind of break that streak for the Wolfpack defense.
Mello puts the foot into it. Here come the Wolfpack. Driven out of bounds around the 40-yard line, and 2 flags come flying.
Looks like they might have had some extracurricular activity after the play.
Penalties are big difference makers, and this could be one here. Unsportsmanlike against the Hornets, and that'll be a free 15 yards for the Wolfpack. And Where can you go and get a free 15 yards? That's good news for the Wolfpack offense.
I mean, things like that in this kind of game where we have two teams that's kind of evenly matched could be a game changer. It can swing the momentum. So you got to be careful. You want to try to play those ball games as clean as and avoid that kind of penalty.
At the very least, it changes field position, flips the field. Because after the 15-yard step off,
15-yard walk-off. Western American first and 10.
we'll put the ball just inside the Hornets'
Ball spotted.
side of the field.
49.
So now when the team was supposed to be starting on their own side of the field, they start in your territory.
So here comes the very stingy Hornet defense. Cesar, the sophomore quarterback, barks out the signal. They'll send the pass in motion. They'll pass it to the backside.
There he is.
Pierre, and down the sideline he goes. He's knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that's the biggest play of the night for the Wolfpack.
And that's how the Wolfpack needed to come out with their offense that time. Got the little bubble pass. And then he makes a move on the cornerback this time. Got a good block, helped by his other receiver, and up the sideline for a big gain.
You can see different ways they're trying to get Pierre the football. He's their go-to. He's their senior leader. A couple shots deep didn't work out. Now they just hit him at the line of scrimmage and let his athletic ability take over. First down and 10, Wolfpack. Hand it off right up the middle, and a good play usually gets your team some energy. Hines takes the carry for a good gain of 3.
That's actually a positive step for the Wolfpack that time that they had the Hornets a little bit on their heels now after seeing that pass and was able to make a good gain on first down.
Right down the line. And snap gets away from the quarterback, but I don't think he was expecting it. They were kind of discombobulated. It'll be a false start against the Wolfpack, back them up 5. So 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Turnovers and penalties have played a role here in the first quarter.
Wolfpack will play second down and 12.
Right, Wolfpack doesn't want to make too many mistakes at this point when they're deep into Hornet territory and have the momentum going their way, and so they want to play clean, mistake-free ball at this point.
Franklin's front 4 big guys. Takes a lot to get them off their mark. Second down, back to pass Caesar. They'll throw a jump ball left side. Has a receiver in and out of his hands, incomplete on the coverage. Was Thomas, but another play that could have been made. Robertson had an opportunity on the outside.
I tell you what, Thomas was initially beat on the play by a couple yards, but he had closing speed. He got in tight right at the last minute, was able to reach his hand in there, make a play on the ball, and knock that ball down for an incomplete pass.
Third down and 12, Wolfpack. Another quick hitch pass to Pierre. This time they get him before he gets going. He'll lean forward for a few. It'll set up 4th down and 10, and we'll wait to see what this coaching decision here is. You know, you're too far for a field goal, maybe too close to punting.
Right, I think you're probably in 4 down territory right here at the 26-yard line. You just hate to be in a situation where you're 4th and 10.
Wolfpack will keep their offense in. They'll have to get at least 10 yards here for a first down to keep this drive alive. Here comes the pressure. They'll flush Caesar outside. He'll need to throw it. Does. Has a receiver. Pierre makes the catch. It'll come down to the spot.
That's going to be a first
He's right
down.
at the mark.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, I think he might be a little short.
Looks like he's just shy.
little step
Yeah.
out. He's about a yard short, and I think
Inside their own
they've already
40
made the call. This will go over on
First down,
downs
Hornets from the 18.
and a hold by the Hornets defense. Boy, just
Tell
a
you
game
what.
of inches here.
Tell you what, if he wouldn't have drug his right foot on that play, his right foot stepped out of bounds just about where the referee spotted the ball. Had he not done that, he'd have made that first down.
So give him 9 on the play. He needed 10. Now the Hornets offense back on the field. 3:13 to go here, first quarter. Perry swings it to the outside, has Johnson. Johnson has running room, has first down and more. Finally brought down at the 32-yard line.
I tell you what, those bubble routes have been successful for both teams when they complete them. So they're going to pass them. They're going to keep on running them until the Wolfpack stops them.
First down, 10. Perry keeps it himself, nothing on the inside, turns it to the outside. This time he's chopped down. Open field tackle by the Wolfpack.
I think that's number 9 or number 3. That's number 3. That's Wesley. That's Wesley on the stop right there on the outside. Great solo tackle right there. He don't make that solo tackle, and we could be a different instead of second and long. We could have a first down right there. He had some running room over that right side.
Second down, another flag. Looks like we have early movement against the Hornets.
I think Alexander was a little eager to get off the line of scrimmage and left a little bit early that time.
Yeah, we have an injured Wolfpack on the play. We'll go out and tend to him. You'll look at the West St. Mary schedule coming up. Of course, we're here tonight against Franklin, and it doesn't get any easier. Got Catholic High, New Iberia on the horizon. Laurville, Delcom, and then finishing up with Ascension Episcopal. 3 wins, 2 losses on the season going into the night.
Catholic High, Laurville, always 2 tough teams year to year. They just regroup every year with new talent, and so that's a pretty tough schedule for the next couple of weeks coming for the Wolfpack.
You know, we had a pretty good schedule this year. Every game's been competitive. We've seen some go down to the wire. And next week will be no different. And there you see it, Edie White and Patterson. We've seen Edie White once already tonight, a wing T style, very disciplined, got a lot of kids on the team, so they go deep. And then you go into Patterson, who runs a little more wide open offense. You got Davis at quarterback. He could throw it with the best of them.
It's going to be an interesting matchup with Edie White at Patterson next week because both of those teams are moving up in the rankings and with their winnings. And so, you know, Edie White early on, when we saw Edie White at Assumption, it was early in the season, but they had the votes and they had picked them at number 9. They've been winning since. Max Prep has Patterson at 18 at this point, so it's going to be a good game next Friday.
Yeah, Edie White, senior quarterback, is out for the year, so they're doing it with the sophomore and Sternfels.
Sternfeld did a great job at Assumption when we saw him and everything, so he's shown that he can handle the football.
So the injury on the field is a little more serious than you want to see as the trainers are out there working on them, so we might have an opportunity to take a timeout and be back with more high school football here on the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
Welcome back to West St. Mary. Injured player on the field is DeBoria Bob. He's just a freshman. Indications point a upper leg injury somewhere around the hip area. So they brought him to the sideline. The ambulance was not here, so they had to call him in. So the first responders got to him, tended to him. He's got some great help here with the trainers. And Acadian Ambulance has just shown up, so he'll go to the hospital for further treatment.
Franklin plays second down.
Good thing is I saw the kid move his feet a few times. Seems to be able to move his feet, so that's always a good sign.
Well, it's very hard to get started again after such a long delay for these players. Really didn't warm up or anything, just got right back on the field. Second down.
Running hard that time. That's number 5 for Franklin. That's Weber on the carry, fighting off blocking. He's not going to go. He's just not going to go down easy. He's going to be running the ball hard. So the Wolfpack's going to have to wrap him up if they want to stop him. Ran a long ways, but still ended up with a third down and long situation.
.144 to go here, first quarter. Franklin leads 6-0 on a long pass play from Perry to Johnson. Trying to get the clock started. So they've stopped play while they try to sort that out.
Technical issues with the clock. Is the reason for the stoppage.
Try to sort that out with the press box, see if they can get the clock cranked up. Game clock at 144.2 has been there for the last play and a half. So a game that was moving right along after the long injury delay, and now clock-related delay, and kind of taking a life right out this homecoming crowd.
Yeah, you never want to see an injury. You know, you're always concerned about a big injury in the field, slowing things down, and now I think we got the clock is about to be fixed here. We're about to resume play and get this thing going.
So if you're watching us on YouTube live channel, we thank you. Yes, go ahead and smash the like button each and every week. We got Friday night games. Tonight it's a special Thursday night edition, and still a few games left in the season, plus playoff action. So
early in district plays right now, when things start to count, that's really when you want to hit your stride and play your best ball.
And two of the top teams around, E.D. White and Patterson. E.D. White undefeated, good-looking ball club led by sophomore quarterback in Sternfels, and they'll take on Patterson. You know, nothing. You know, E.D. White will throw the football, but it's more of a surprise attack because predominantly they're ground and pound wing T offense.
That's right. They're gonna really test that defensive line of the Lumberjacks next Friday night in Patterson.
Look like we might be close as I saw the clock move just a pinch to get this thing started once again. So Franklin's had some explosive plays here in the first quarter. 2 key turnovers, stopped drives, and they finally struck for the big pass play. Now the officials are leaving the field like they're going to go get a clock and keep this game on the field. Not sure what they're doing, to be honest with you. all week for the homecoming contest. You got your arch rival coming to town, and then we go to a screeching halt. Hoping to get that clock situation sorted out. We got a couple officials trying to search down some hand clocks, but at the same time, I see the game clock keep switching numbers, so they're still battling it. And I don't see anybody in a hurry to do anything. One thing we can assure you of, Mr. Bob is in good hands. The injured West St. Mary player, Katie and Amlamps is here. They got him heading to the hospital for check out exactly what type of injury he's facing.
Looks like we're about to resume play here. Worked out the snags and got some antsy fans ready to get things going.
Yeah, but it won't be kept on the scoreboard. The clock will be kept on the field. It's going to make it challenging for us. See, the official went and got a timer, got it set, so I'm not sure what they're talking about. And the official's giving it to a younger guy because he probably can figure out how to set it. So they're going to put him on the field to keep the time, and that would be considered maybe the best seat in the house. Go from the sideline to a clock operator standing behind the play on the field. Doesn't get any better than that.
And here we go.
So that's how the clock is being kept. Behind the head official is a guy with a stopwatch. And here we go, Perry. Straight snap, around the corner, up and over and out of bounds. And he's close to a first down. And another flag on the play. Going to be an unsportsmanlike, so we'll see who gets that call.
Perry run around the left side, and he says, hey, ready or not, here I come. And he scrambled and made big yards on that first down play. Leaped over one and went out of bounds. And then we had the personal foul penalty called at the end of the run.
Yeah, both personal fouls have been tackles on your opponent's sideline. And that's where the talking starts. First time the penalty was against the Hornets. Looks like they're backing up here like they know something we don't know yet, like it's against them once again. A lot of discussion for an easy call. It's going to be a personal foul against the Hornets.
Got a personal foul.
Boy, and I can't tell you, boy, that crushes your team when you make such a good run on first down, getting the game started, you know, trying to catch the momentum and everything, and then you come up with a silly personal foul and back yourself up to where you started.
And every game needs to find a rhythm. A rhythm is what we don't have right now. It's just a stop and go type of game.
Should be first down after the penalty. And it is.
Trying to move the sticks to coordinate with the first down. First down and 10. There's a dead ball foul. They got the first down, then the penalty ensued. They backed them up 15, moved the sticks with them. Now it's first down and 10. Perry trying to scramble him. He's in the claws of big number 53. That's Bacon. And he'll bring him down.
Good job of Bacon. Also, number 54, Tardy on the stop for the Wolfpack. Quarterback looked up. He was looking for a receiver right away. Nothing, can't find his receiver. Decided to tuck it and run. But the Wolfpack was ready.
Yeah, Bacon got up, flexed them muscles. Deservedly so. Second down. Perry Keaston himself, little option read, made the right decision. He'll get 5, bring up third down.
Good job, good fake right there on the read option. Faked it to number 5. Wolfpack was looking for him to have the ball. That's why they made a good gain on second down.
There you look at a big homecoming crowd turned out tonight. West St. Mary. And the folks from Franklin showed up in numbers too. They have a full visitor side of the field, so both teams come to the sideline. Not sure with no time being on the thing. Is this the end of the quarter, or is it a timeout? It appears to be.
Looks like
the
it's
end of the
end of the quarter. Yep.
So let's take a timeout. You're watching the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School football game of the week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to West St. Mary. The Wolfpack homecoming night taking on their arch rival, the Franklin Hornets. 6-0 Franklin as we begin the second quarter.
It's almost nice to see a view advantage on that side of the field. We've been stuck right here in the same spot for a good 40 minutes.
Sweep to the outside to Weber. Nice pursuit by the Wolfpack defense. They'll stuff him up, bring up fourth down.
Looks like he had a hole over the left side, but quickly closes up by the pursuit from West St. Mary.
Can't see the Hornets going for it here this deep into their own end of the field. But the offense remains on the field. We've seen the quick kick a lot this year.
We'll see if they try to draw the Wolfpack off sides and give themselves a better opportunity.
Big fourth down call here for the Hornets. Ball snapped low. Weber scrambling to the outside, has running room, leans forward. He'll be close to first down yardage and on a busted play. Our vantage point isn't that good. They'll stop him short of first down yardage. You know, not sure if they were setting up a quick kick.
No,
risky play going for it, fourth down, deep in the end zone.
He looked like he was going to try to pass the ball, and then when the ball rolled on the ground, he just picked it up and scrambled around the right side. And I'll tell you what, he almost picked up the first down.
So the fourth down, no good. Here come the Wolfpack with great field position trailing by 6. Caesar is going the distance.
That's number 14.
August, good positive run, a little jet sweep to the near side.
Well, I'm telling you, in the Hornets are kind of up close in the box in the line of scrimmage. So when you run something like that and get the ball quick to the outside, your hope is that you get to the outside faster before the pursuit can catch you, and that's the way you do it right there. Great job, great call. And we're in a core physical therapy red zone, Boo.
Yeah, good spot for the Wolfpack to be in that core red zone, but also would like to cash in here in the second quarter. Hines takes it on the outside, finds a little running room, uses his speed.
Same play. Found a good spot over on the left side, but flags on the play. Looks like it's going to be coming back.
They'll back him up 5 yards. It'll be first and 15. Wolfpack's trying to get some momentum started, trying to shoot themselves in their own foot with a few penalties.
They found something right here around the outside over there on the left side that's starting to work. So we'll see if they go back to the well again.
Hines, your lone back. He stands on side the sophomore QB and Caesars. They'll go 3 receivers to the right. Pierre, your playmaker, down on the bottom of your screen. Hand off to Hines. Hines trying to get outside. Too much speed by the Hornets defense. They'll run him down for a short gain.
Handed to Hines again. Hines picks up a few more yards. Went to that well again. This time the Hornets were looking for it.
Second down and 14. Look for them to take a shot with their playmaker and Pierre on the outside.
Got man-to-man, single up at the top. See if he tries to get it to him.
Don't flush Caesar out. He has a man in the flat, thrown a little bit behind him and incomplete. He was looking for Hines, had him on the run. Tough to make the pass.
Hines came to the outside on a little running a 5-yard out, and was open that time, but the pressure from the Hornets defense caused throw a little bit short.
Third down, Wolfpack.
Well, how many third and long situations have we seen so far tonight?
A bunch. And it's an important one. You figure they 2 downs trying to get a first down, and you're not going to kick a field goal. At this point, they'll call a timeout and talk about it.
Big play at this point in the game for West St. Mary. They've been able to move the ball a little bit better here as of late, and so they don't know how many opportunities they're going to get to score some points. So coach calls a timeout and wants to make sure that he has the best play in there for his offense.
Yeah, and you look at both teams, the in-game adjustment that they're making. These coaching staffs, they got college players, professional players. They've seen it all. They're able to do what most high schools can't do, and that's make adjustments during the game.
Right. So here Coach Duke has his team all huddled up. They're drawing it in the dirt maybe sometimes. I think they have the athletic ability sometimes to be able to do that kind of thing when you have a bunch of athletes on the field.
So the Wolfpack has found some success on the outside, not much in between the tackles. Hornets trying to counter by sending an extra rusher. This time they'll rush 3. Back to Placid. Caesar will take a shot. Deep corner. Has a receiver. Contact. Can he hang on to it? He does. Touchdown.
And that's what they was looking at for that time. That time they had 2 receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the forward side. They took Hines out of the backfield, put him all out there on the left. But then the quarterback finds the receiver over there on the right side, throws it up in the end zone. He just went up and got it.
Injured Hornet sits in the end zone.
That's going to be Johnson. It's going to be Johnson down. Looks like it's going to be a right ankle.
That's a big playmaker for Franklin. Already has a touchdown on the night. One of their big play wide receivers.
Looks like at the end of that play just now, the receiver, when he came down with the ball, landed on his ankle.
Give credit to the Caesars.
Here's another look at the pass. You can see when the receiver goes up high to catch the ball and comes down on that ankle.
Lane, you look at the ebb and flow of football games, you know, Franklin was running up and down the field, of course, 2 turnovers, negated drives, and they strike with the big pass play. Wolfpack couldn't go anywhere. And then all of a sudden, this drive, they found a little something.
It's kind of like they woke up when Franklin scored their touchdown. They woke up and said, "Hey, look, we're in a ball game and it's homecoming. You know, we got to do something here." And that's what Coach Duke today. When I talked to Coach Duke, he said he wanted to do. He said he wanted to be able to move the football on offense. He wanted to control the line of scrimmage and the clock, and he wanted to keep Franklin's offense off the field as much as possible.
Johnson's injury, looking at how they're holding his leg up, appears to be a cramp.
That would be a good sign, and he's up on his feet. Great sign. Walking under his own power.
Got word from the truck and Dr. Chris Hunter that it was an ankle injury.
Right.
A little off. Turned out to be a cramp.
Maybe he had an ankle injury and it turned into a cramp later. So we good. We covered all bases.
So the Wolfpack on the extra point here, an extra point away from taking a homecoming lead here in the first half. Of course, they're set up for the 2-point conversion, so I'm assuming the kicking game is non-existent for both of these programs.
3 receivers all to the far side of the field.
So here we go. They'll just go quarterback keeper, and he just slowed down.
He's immediately tackled that time. That's number 9 by Franklin. That's Bell. He was back there super quick.
That play had no chance, but nevertheless, the Wolfpack go down the field and score. We're all tied up at 6. It's homecoming night here at West St. Mary.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansbury and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to West St. Mary. The Wolfpack, homecoming night. Boogers Avery alongside Lane LaRive. And Lane, we thought coming in we were going to see a competitive game between these 2 arch rivals, and that's exactly what we're getting.
We got another penalty right now. That's called, and I tell you what, the Wolfpack coach is livid on the sideline. He can't believe that. I think it was delay of game. Backs him up 5 yards.
Braxton Abram, the left footer, steps into it. Low kick, backfield it. Tries to get up and run, but he was already down, so took a little unnecessary hit.
There's Ina on the carry. He went to pick up the ball, but his knee was down when he picked it up. So they'll call him down at the spot.
See if Franklin tries to go back with their passing game.
Ball spotted in their own 45-yard line.
We'll wait to see how long it is before we see that bubble pass. Johnson's over on that left side.
Direction out to Perry. Perry right up the middle. Perry's going to get his touches. He's one of the more electrifying players on this Hornet offense.
That looked like it was a design play all the way for a quarterback to run that ball that time. And he made a couple of nice moves to pick up big yardage on first down.
Clock is back in action, so we're at the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. Ball on the ground again, picked up by Perry. Perry trying to get outside. Now he'll throw it. Wide open receiver on the outside, makes the catch. Is
Page.
And boy, it's hard to have a play like that and not have an offensive lineman downfield, but it looks like they'll execute it.
Well,
and get the first down.
I tell you what, you really don't know where Page come from that time. He actually looked like he was uncovered on that side of the field. That was kind of sneaky move up that field when he hit that spot, but he was out there wide open.
So a busted play leads to a first down for the Hornets. And here we go. Weber takes the handle. Boy, he's just tough to bring down.
I tell you what, he reminds me of Milton last week. Is like he's not going to go down with one guy. He's going to take multiple guys to take him down. So Johnson is running hard.
Yeah, sometimes that works against you. You're fighting through tackles.
Was that Johnson or Weber? That's Weber,
that was
right?
Weber.
Weber.
And you get that late hit, and you end up putting it on the turf. Second down and 4. They'll stay on the ground again. This time,
Big
nowhere
play.
to go.
Big stop that time. That's number 50 for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Brandon Wilson, he just ate him up at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, it looks like it might have been a call blitz. Wilson just shot the gap and just went up there. Well, he's though standing at his defensive end spot, and I tell you what, the tackle hardly got a hand on him for Franklin, and he was able to get back there and make that stop quick.
Wolfpack coaching staff looking for a big play by their defense. Third down, Hornets. Reset the deck, send Jenkins to the far side, a two-back set alongside Perry. They'll run Weber in motion. A flag on the play. False start by the Hornets. That'll back them up 5 more, make this a much more difficult play call.
Here we go, another third and long situation.
Third down. Perry back to pass. Pocket collapses, takes a shot deep.
Number 1.
Well, if he made that catch, it'll go incomplete. Got a safety over the top. Still tried to squeeze it in there and couldn't bring it down.
He ran that time into double coverage, and it was well covered. Safety was able to get there in time. That was number 14, August, on the stop. And it looks like we have another cramp.
Yeah, that was Jenkins, the intended receiver.
Kind of still, humid night. Not much of a breeze. Much more humid than we've had in the last couple of weeks. We've been having some pretty good weather.
Yeah, no hydration timeout tonight that they've been having in the previous games. Trying to work that cramp out. 4th down, I'm assuming the way the game is going, Hornets will leave their offense on the field.
Right, they showed that they're gonna, they're not scared of going for 4th down, and it really doesn't matter to them what part of the field they are. They're gonna keep their offense on the field as much as possible.
ATVCI.net scoreboard. Central Catholic on top of Centerville, 27-0 at the half. Patterson-Berwick, a rivalry similar to what we have here today, and it's 7-0 Patterson at the half. And then Morgan City is on the road. They're actually playing this game in Thibodaux against South Lafourche, and South Lafourche is on top of the Tigers, 40-0. So that's how local teams fare here on a Thursday night. A lot of Thursday night contests going on.
Lots of important games all around in our area to get started with the district play.
Jenkins manages to walk it back to the sideline.
4th down, 12. Here's the key for this night, fans. 4th down, Franklin.
Another 4th down for the Hornets. Been successful once, unsuccessful twice. This will be the 4th time here in the first half they've gone for it on 4th down. Perry stands alone at the quarterback spot. They've spread 5 receivers into the formation. Middle of the field, wide open if they can get somebody there. Timeout. Wolfpack didn't like what they saw. They were man-to-man, no safeties.
I could see the linebacker for the Wolfpack calling to his buddies next to him, changing the defense, kept making signals. Coach Duke didn't like what he saw and called the timeout because he expected a big play right here.
You see at the bottom of the screen, the homecoming court here for ball, and they'll be presented at halftime. Big crowds turned out tonight, both sides of the field. Franklin well attended, along with the folks here from West St. Mary High School. Maybe a Chick-fil-A burger to get this thing started. Tell you one thing about this game, we've called several this year already, and this has got to be the choppiest as far as
yeah, and I'll tell you what, if you wouldn't have these delays and the choppiness of the play, when we are in play, it's a pretty fast-moving ball game.
4th down, Franklin, 4th and 12.
Very, very, very long time out. Coach Duke talking to the referee on the side, having a discussion with him. Looks like he's not happy about something, don't know what it is.
Here we go, 4th down. Wolfpack defense trying to turn them away. They'll have to stop Perry.
Perry
Takes the snap, quarterback draw. First guy hits him, slips off. Perry running to the sideline, has a long way to go, and he won't get there.
Not going to make it. Great pursuit that time. Number 4, Hines on the stop for the Wolfpack. Did pick up some yardage, but not near enough to make the first down.
Yeah, didn't fool the Wolfpack at all. They had all eyes on Perry. Perry tried to quarterback draw, just no room. Big
stop. Big time
stop.
stop right there for the West St. Mary Wolfpack. We'll take the ball from starting at their own 30-yard line.
.5:15 to go here in the second quarter. We're all tied up at 6. And another flag.
Looks like movement by the receivers on this end.
So more like illegal substitution.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty against the Wolfpack. They'll play first and 15.
I was thinking the call is we're going to see if they call another illegal substitution play.
They're going to let him go. First down to 15. Caesar's back to pass. He'll take a shot. Thrown high and incomplete. He was looking for the pass, but a little bit high.
Yeah, the pass went up to get that, but it was just out of his reach.
Second down, 15.
That's another illegal substitution. Is because they broke out the huddle with 12 men on the field, and one of them tried to run off the field, and the minute he stepped to the sideline, the flag was thrown.
Now they've got themselves backed up. It's second down and 20. Hines takes the carry. Good open field tackle by Alexander.
Nice solo tackle that time by Alexander. Hines running the ball off that left side. That's the side that they've shown a tendency to be able to move the ball a little bit on their last possession. So they keep trying on that left side.
Now they find himself way behind the sticks. 16 yards to go. Second down. They'll hand it straight off to the pass. He'll run for about 4 yards. Still third down and 12. Wolfpack trying to establish something on the ground.
They keep running over on that left side of the field, and they're going to keep on doing it until the Hornets can come up with a stop on that side. So far, they haven't been able to do it. I think they're having a discussion on the sideline. West St. Mary coaches is having a discussion saying, I think they're trying to say it should be fourth down, and the referees are having a discussion, and it is going to be fourth down.
And that'll send the Wolfpack's punting team onto the field. So it could be the longest first half of the year for us, Lane. Johnson and Perry back to return it.
It's a
It'll be a
fake.
fake punt. The Posketcher would have to put his head down, drive forward. It'll depend on the spot.
Ooh,
And
it looks like that spot might come up a little bit short on the far side of the field.
Preliminary spot has him just short of the first down.
Yeah, very
We're
close.
going to see it's close.
I don't see how they could be running to the center of the field with the football if they don't already know it didn't make it. I think,
Yeah, that's a turnover on downs.
Yep.
It looked like from our vantage point he came up about a yard short on that, and I guess he did because they've made the decision and we're going the other way.
yeah, officials not doing a good job of deliberately communicating what's going on. We're just trying to figure it out. Perry getting a block on the outside. Crosses the 20. 3 flags fly.
Flags all over the field
this
that
could
time.
come back.
That was Perry. I think one of the first calls that you're going to see right now is a false start. I think that's going to be the one that they're going to call false start against Franklin. It was one of the receivers here on the near side of the field, left a little bit early. We'll see if that's the call. There's a holding. Nope, it's called holding. It looked like one of the receivers for Franklin and moved a little bit. You could see the coaches for West St. Mary jumped up and down and started pointing and everything else, but they ended up with the holding call. So I guess the end result is almost the same.
It'll remain first down. This time first down to 12. Low snap. Weber takes it. Off tackle. We'll run through some tacklers for 3.
Tell you what, Weber runs the ball hard. If they could get him out in space, it really looks like he's got some wheels to make a move. But so far, the Wolfpack has been able to contain him a little bit.
Inside the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Back to pass, Perry taking another shot. Receiver has a step, reaches out, and just off his fingertips. Safety didn't rotate over quite fast enough, and Johnson had an opportunity.
I tell you what, if you look right here and you watch the replay, you're going to see that Johnson actually had a step, and he pulls up a second. Watch, if he pulls up, but by the time he sees the ball in the air and spots it, he tries to pick up speed again and catch it, but then the ball's thrown a little bit too long for him.
3rd down and 9. Hornets like to get at least half of it right here. It's definitely 4-down territory. They'll roll Perry out near side, looking to the outside for Alexander. Makes an adjustment in the catch. Inside the 10, 5, and down to the 4-yard line. The receiver saw it, the defender didn't, and then here comes some late flags.
Oh, man. Great play that time, Alexander. And Alexander makes a great play. He catches the ball. He runs a route. It's almost like a comeback route. He came back and got the ball. It's exactly what you'd love to see your receivers do. Come back and find the ball, which he does. But then he turns around and makes a critical error right when they get the ball down to the 4-yard line. I think he throws the ball at the defender. Throws the ball at the defender and now backs him all the way up back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, the bad news is you went from the 5 to the 19. The good news is you're inside the core of physical therapy and sports performance, red zone. First down and 10. Perry will keep it himself right up the middle. Again, hit. Breaks a tackle, slips another, dragging people into the end zone for the touchdown.
Look how hard Perry was running that ball that time. Wolfpack had a blitz call, had the linebackers walked up close to the line of scrimmage, and when Perry got the ball, he broke a few tackles in the initial part of the line of scrimmage. But once he gets to the outside, he found a hole and he smelled the end zone. There was nobody stopping him then. He carried number 14 with him into the end zone. Great run by that young man.
Should have been just a 3-yard gain. Perry turns it into a touchdown. Now in for the 2-point conversion. Perry will keep it himself. Near side, gets a good seal from Alexander. The 2-point conversion is good. 1:51 to go here before half. Franklin strikes again. They're on top, 14-6.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
Homecoming night here at West St. Mary. Boogers there alongside Lane LaReeve, the West St. Mary band ready to take the field. The homecoming festivities are about to get underway, but not until Franklin, after starting off 6-0, and the West St. Mary Ball Club comes back tied up at 6 now.
Great answer that time by the Hornets. You know, West St. Mary came up, they scored, they had the momentum and everything in the game. Franklin comes back, drives it all the way down the field, and scores.
Mello puts a foot into it, near side. Picked up by the pass at the 20-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 22.
Looked like that ball could have went out of bounds that time, but he picked it up, so.
Minute 48 on the clock. Just one timeout remains for the Wolfpack. We'll see how they want to address this. Still, whole half of football left. The Wolfpack will get it in the second half to start off. So they're in a pretty good spot.
We're going to see if they try to put this ball in the air or.
I'd like to get some more points, but more importantly, you don't want to give up any more points. They'll call another illegal substitution. And that'll be one thing the Wolfpacks will have to correct at halftime. That's the third one here in the first half. They just don't have what's old school organized huddle to call plays. They got people walking on and off the field near the sideline. And obviously it's causing some problems. So instead of 1st and 10, they'll have it first down at 15 to start this drive. Pierre goes in motion, far side.
Great play that time. That's number 56 for Franklin. That's Moses. And boy, I tell you what, he shot the gap. And when you can get back in the backfield that fast, and you can wreak havoc in the backfield, and that's exactly what he done. Because I tell you what, he was in there real quick. Big loss on the play for the Wolfpack.
Second down. Nearing the 1 minute mark. Calls for the football, who hand it off. Hines has it. He'll get down to the 20-yard line for a short gain.
Looks like the Wolfpack will be happy running this clock down and taking it to the half, down 14-6.
Caesars needs to be in no hurry here to take the snap. We're at the 30-second mark. They'll keep it on the ground. Pass needs to stay in bounds and does. And if Franklin doesn't call a timeout, they do call a timeout. They're going to force a punt. You know, looking at the way the special teams operate on both these clubs, you know, you got to make them snap it and punt it.
This is a situation where you can snap it, punt it, and hope you get a big run back with the 16 seconds left, or go for the block. You know, anything can happen in special team situations.
Fourth down and 10. Wolfpack had punted already once, faked it another time. Right here, they just wanting to get it off. Good snap, no rush. They'll set up a return. He gets off a good end over end. Perry calls for the fair catch at his 50, and the Wolfpack will take that. 10 seconds remain on the clock. We'll see what the Hornets want to do. With a 7-point lead. Talked about it before. The Wolfpack will get the ball to start the second half.
Right. So I mean, on that last call, that's a good call by Franklin quarterback. You want to put the Wolfpack in a situation where something bad can happen. You know, it could be a bad snap, it could be a bad punt, it could be a big run back. There's lots of things that can happen in your favor. So just because you did the fair catch here and have the ball right here, it's still a good call.
Wolfpack sets up, cover two. They got two safeties, two cornerbacks, and a linebacker playing deep. Quarterback draw, running through tacklers and out of bounds, and that'll leave 2 seconds left on the clock. Now you can throw a jump ball in the end zone. And
gives them an opportunity. So they still have the opportunity. Good run by that young man, scrambling around the right side to put them in a situation where they can make a play right here with 2 seconds left before halftime.
I think your best chance is to connect with somebody around the 10-yard line and let them run it on in.
Be looking for.
Yeah, bad snap. This will make it a lot more difficult. And the Wolfpack brings it down as time runs out. So not how they script the first half, but the first half in a competitive game is what we thought coming in. It's 7-0 or 7-point lead for the Franklin Hornets. We're taking time out. We'll watch halftime festivities and be back with the second half after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Doman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Cardiovascular Institute of the South, 1231 David Drive in Morgan City. Commitment to quality cardiovascular care through unparalleled expertise. Taco Bell. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants, and delivery now available with DoorDash. Taco Bell invites you to live Moss. Guaranteed Title. Tell your home lender you want guaranteed title for your closing. When making the biggest purchase of your life, experience matters. Shaw Bills, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary and surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Sheriff Blaze Smith, committed to maintaining excellence in law enforcement through courtesy, professionalism, honor, and respect. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all our area teams good luck this season. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Visit one of our locations in Bayou Vista, Morgan City, and Amelia today. Stansbury and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Pelican Companies of America, your one-stop spot for all your rental needs. 985-312-5509. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
First, we have Jada Amari Boyd. Jada is the daughter of Shauna Yelling. She's escorted tonight by her mother, Shauna Yelling, and Mr. Ed Herbert Yelling. While at West St. Mary, she has participated in track for 4 years, cheerleader for 3 years, and JAG 4 years. She was junior co-captain her junior year and is currently a senior cheer captain. She also takes pride in being a JAG vice president of career development and the senior class parliamentarian, all while maintaining a 3.8 GPA. After high school, she plans to attend Southern University to study nursing with a dream of one day becoming a neonatal nurse. Her mantra on life can be summarized with the following quote: never give up on your dreams, go hard. You got to grind like tomorrow ain't promised. Keep making that noise, they gon' notice all the places you go if you focus. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jada Boyd. Next, we have Ms. Morisani Broussard. Morisani is the daughter of Morrison and Sharon Broussard. She is being escorted tonight by her parents. While at West St. Mary, Morisani has participated in the West St. Mary High School Band for 7 years, JAG for 4 years, and the Future Business Leaders of America for 2 years. Her favorite honor has been her consistent achievement of honor roll for all 4 years of high school. After high school, her plans include going to Grambling State University to major in business management. Her outlook on life can be summarized with the following quote: there's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Morisani Broussard. Miss Amari Marsh. by her mother, Miss Tammy Alexander, and her godfather, Mr. Centrell Joseph. While at West St. Mary, Amari has participated in JAG for 2 years, Talent Search, Wolfpack Health Ambassador Association, volleyball for 4 years, and track for 3 years. She has also received several notable awards, including the West St. Mary Outstanding Athletic Award and Principal's List, all while maintaining a 3.7 GPA. Amari is also the JAG president. Her future plans after high school include joining the National Guard and continuing her education as a registered nurse at the Southern University. Her life can be summarized in the following quote: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Amari Marsh. Please help me welcome Ms. Eileen Tardy. She is the daughter of Dina Howard and Carnell Tardy. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Ms. Dina Howard, and her godmother, Alice Brown. While at West St. Mary, she has been a member of the West St. Mary cheer team for 3 years, the Future Business Leaders of America for 4 years, and JAG for 3 years. Some of her most prized awards and achievements include being the FBLA Vice President for Junior Year, a JAG Officer of Awareness, Junior Class Treasurer, and Senior Class Vice President, all while maintaining a 3.5 grade point average. After high school, she plans to attend Xavier University of Louisiana in New Orleans to study chemistry and pre-pharmacy with a minor in business management. One day, she would like to own her own business. Her favorite quote is by Beyonce, and it is as follows: "I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I only must follow my heart and concentrate on what to say to the world. I run the world." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Eileen Tardy. Miss Isabella Barrett. Isabella is the daughter of Jason and Elizabeth Barrett. She is being escorted by her parents tonight. While at West St. Mary, Isabella has been a devoted member of the 4-H Club and the West St. Mary cheerleaders for 4 years. Some of her honors include being a 2017 member of the teen group Hip Hop National Champion Team at LA Dance Magic, the Rising Star Award at the Dance Factory in New Iberia, and an overall solo at Streets Dance Convention, 16th in overall Streets Dance National Dance Convention in Orlando, Florida, the 2021 Dance of the Year at the Dance Factory, 2021 induction into Distraction Dance Company Pro Program, all while maintaining a 3.8 grade point average. After high school, Isabella plans to attend Louisiana State University to study biology and pre-med with the hopes of becoming a dermatologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Isabella Barrett. Please help me welcome Miss Trinae Wilson. She is the daughter of LaNacia Lewis. She is being escorted by her mother and Miss Faye Antoine. While at West St. Mary, she was a member of the Dazzling Diamonds for 3 years. Her most prized accomplishment is maintaining a 3.0 to 3.5 GPA all 4 years of her high school career. After high school, she plans to attend Xavier University of Louisiana in New Orleans. Eventually, she would like to study radiology to become an ultrasound technician. Her favorite quote is, Why else are we here if not to live with unreasonable passions for things? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Trinae Wilson. Now please help me welcome back our 2020-2021 homecoming queen, Miss Aria Barrett. Aria is being escorted tonight by her brothers, Dalen Richards and Jakari Robertson. While at West St. Mary, Aria was a member of the West St. Mary varsity cheerleading squad for 4 years, National Honor Society for 4 years, Jobs for American Graduates for 3 years, and the National Beta Club for 3 years. Aria graduated as a summa cum laude honor graduate and is now attending Nicholls State University in Thibodeau, where she is studying nursing. Aria's favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Tonight, she wishes all of the ladies good luck and wants them to remember that they are all queens. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020-2021 homecoming queen, Ms. Aria Barrett. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you second maid, Miss Isabella Barrett. Congratulations, Isabella. First maid, Miss Amari Marsh. And the moment you've been waiting for, please help me welcome our 2021 homecoming queen, Ms. Jada Boyd. Congratulations, ladies. You all represent West St. Mary well.
now score, and the Wolfpacks will get it to start off the second half.
Interesting first half. Boo. Lots of things going on. We had injuries. We had lots of timeout. We had clock issues. You name it, we had the first half. Killed the momentums for the teams both times. So we also had a lot of penalties. So we're hoping that we can get some things rolling good this second half.
Most of the other games playing tonight are either over with or deep into the fourth quarter.
And we also had homecoming tonight, so that usually takes a little bit longer, with the presentation of the court and the picking of the homecoming queen. And but we're anticipating a much quicker second half of ball.
Big game going on, similar to this game. Berwick-Patterson, always a big rivalry. Berwick just scored to go up 19-14, under 3 minutes to go. Patterson at midfield. In the waning moments here in the fourth quarter. Hard for me to believe both teams are ready and they go with the old reset for 3 more minutes. To better kick this off in a game that is already going beyond our bedtime.
Well, we had a lot of minutes so far. We had plenty chance to recover and plenty chance to warm up.
I'd estimate we got over 1,000 people here today and 3,000 Nats. Franklin got the scoring off with a long pass from Perry to Johnson. Got off to a 6-0 lead. Turnovers plagued the first half, 2 by Franklin, 1 by West St. Mary. Second quarter, West St. Mary Strikes get back in the game, 6-6. And then late in the second quarter, Franklin able to forge ahead with 6 more and the 2-point conversion good, and that's where we stand, 14-6 going into the second half. So a ball game still up for grabs here on homecoming night.
And I tell you what, offensively, both teams have showed at times that they're able to move the football up and down the field. And coming in tonight, both these teams averaging over 30 points a game on offense. You would think that we'd have a high-scoring game at this point, but yeah, we have a low-scoring game and only an 8-point difference.
Yeah, we found that out in the first quarter. We came in thinking offense and quickly found out that it's going to be the defense that stands up is going to win this ball game here today.
And you said that early on, and that definitely could be the case.
So 2 experienced coaching staff making adjustments all throughout the first half. Now they had a full halftime to make additional adjustments. And we'll see who comes out. So both teams are on the field, and we're getting ready to get this second half underway.
The pass deep to return, second half kickoff.
Looks like Alexander will do the honors for Franklin to kick it away, and whistle blow, and this second half is underway.
Swift kick, recovered by Nutback.
Swift kicked on the play and covered that time.
Sets up shot, 1st and 10.
Jeremiah Rojas.
Yeah, I think the way that play is designed, you want to kick the top of the football, have some erratic end over ends.
Right.
That one came off like a spiral.
Right.
But West St. Mary does a good job of kneeling down, and here comes their offense once again. Caesar's your quarterback. He's the sophomore, and he has gone the distance for the pack. DePass, your lone running back. He'll take the handoff here off tackle and get a good gain of 5 on first down.
That's Wesley on the carry over the right side, and he had a back out in front of him. It was like a little lead play over the right side. Good gain on first down.
You know, Wolfpack, they try to get the pass involved, and also Pierre, that's their 2 playmakers. Try to give them the football and let them do something with it. This time they'll hand off to Robertson. He comes off tackle, not much there. Bring up a third down.
Robert catching the corner over the right side, trying to get to the outside, and wasn't able to do it. Nice pursuit by the Hornets.
That's big down right here. Wolfpack, you will come out, you want to get a few first downs, get something positive going here in the second half. They'll go hard count, nobody jumps, hand it off right up the middle. Well, a good open field tackle right there inside. The pass had it. They'll get him down about 2 yards shy of first down yardage, and we'll see how aggressive the Wolfpack coaching staff is here.
Hornets came on the blitz that time, looking to blitz, but nice play by Johnson that time to come up, make that play. Putting West St. Mary in this 4th down situation.
Yeah, they get into the line so slow, you kind of figure out what's going on, but it is their punting team. Pierre steps back. It'll be a fake. The pass takes it up, and he runs into a wall, and he will not
I don't think
make
he's going to make it.
You know, you wonder in that situation, if you're going to go for it, would you be better off just lining up and going for it? The punts aren't faking anybody out there. He faked a couple already tonight.
I think there was some confusion that time on the play exactly what they was going to do for the fake. Pierre was back there. It looked like he was going to receive the punt. Right about the time the snap where you saw Pierre look towards the sideline to coach, like it was some confusion of what he was going to do. And it might have tipped the defense off what was going on before it happened.
Turnover on downs. Hornets has it. First down and 10, trying to extend their lead. Already up 8, looking to get a 2-possession lead as flags fly to be a delay of game. First down and 15. The penalty has not been a friend of either team so far here tonight.
That's number 12 right there.
That's Page.
Page.
Had Perry under pressure. He just threw it up to the big man, and Page went up and got it. So
Page just runs up the field. Looked like he did a little curl route about 10 yards down the field and just went up and got that.
Yeah, a couple of times they had Perry kind of corralled, and somehow Perry able to make a play out of it.
And this looks like it's going to be August for the Wolfpack that's down on the field. Another injury for West St. Mary.
Fits the script similar to what we had in the first half.
Right. Well, he's sitting up, and he's look like he's going to get up on his own.
get a good shot
He's
at
coming off holding his, looks like a left shoulder injury possibly.
Hornets will play second down 2. Ball at the Wolfpack 38.
That's a key drive right here for the Wolfpack defense. Just as important for the Hornets trying to extend their lead. 2 back set alongside Perry. Here we go. Second down and 2. Perry, nothing left, turns. Goes in a different direction, has better results. And, you know, you want to talk about looking and seeing and being able to make moves. That's exactly what Perry did.
Perry's got some vision. You know, Franklin went in motion with one of the backs on the left side. Looked like they was gonna run a little option coming over to the left side, but it was blocked off on that side. So Perry takes it on his own over the right side and was able to scramble around and pick up the first down. Stop that time by Doe for West St. Mary.
Boy, near side, just running hard. You're going to pay the price if you try to get into this.
Wow, and what a hit. That's one that was number 15.
Yeah, we don't have 15 in our lineup sheet.
He was tackled that time by number 4, 2, excuse me, that's Pierre.
Yeah, 15, he's not in the lineup, but he's a silent assassin. He's laid the lumber tonight. Weber takes the carry. That's how you got to get him down.
Gang tackling, that's it.
Absolutely.
You got to gang tackle, and that's what the Wolfpack did that time because Weber is running with authority over that right side. But I tell you what, it's the gang tackling by West St. Mary that's kept him contained and then bringing up this 3rd and 4 situation.
Third down and 4.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Wolfpack can trade punts or trade the situation. This is probably 4-down territory for Franklin. See if they can hold them on this drive.
Perry takes the snap, hands off to Weber. Weber back pedals.
Weber's running hard over the right side.
Yeah, he just stayed on
Got the
his
first
feet.
down, and he's just not going to come down with one tackle. It's going to take more than one to bring him down, and he's running through arm tackles. So they're running hard. I think they can smell the end zone. I can't see whether we're in that core physical therapy red zone, but I tell you what, we 1 yard from it.
You know, this is where the Hornets have self-imploded with turnovers in the first half. They'd like to finish this drive. Back to pass, shot to the corner.
Got an
has
open
a receiver.
receiver.
He's got it, touchdown.
Touchdown, great play that time.
Corey Thomas in the back of the end zone comes down with the catch for Franklin.
Thomas over that left side. Thomas makes a little move, out and up move into the end zone, and I thought for a minute that the ball was going to be a little bit long, but he was able to snag it at the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Great play.
Hornets will go for 2. Good snap, direct run right up the middle. And the 2-point conversion is good. 6:17 to go here, third quarter. Hornets strike. They're up 22-6. Corey Thomas in the back of the end zone for 6.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansbury and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to West St. Mary. Franklin feeling a little more comfortable here, up 22-6. Well, it's been a hard-fought ball game through 2.5 quarters. It's the first time a little distance between them. So this makes this drive ultra important for the Wolfpack.
I'll tell you what, number 21 recovered. It almost looked like an onside kick. Doe recovers. Right there is going to set up the Wolfpack in pretty good field position, great field position.
You just wonder what the Wolfpack...
He looks like he's on about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, you wonder what the Wolfpack can hang their hat on offensively. Hadn't been much there in the passing game. They found some room on the outside, but very, very little, and nothing between the
If
tackles.
something's going to happen, this is going to be the series right here that West St. Mary needs to be able to move the ball and everything. They need to take some of this momentum back.
First and 10, Wolfpack.
First down, Wolfpack.
Caesar hands. That's
They'll
the
go to
pass
the
to
pass. They'll take it right back to the line of scrimmage,
Back
but
to the line of scrimmage.
no gain. Bring up second down.
Caesar won the carry. Wolfpack plays
That's
second
number
down, 9.
35 for Franklin. I don't see his number on the roster, but 35, good tackle. He's playing his defensive end spot over on the right side. Able to make that stop.
Second down, Caesar's back to pass. Has time to throw it. Here comes the rush. Now he'll throw it up for grabs. It'll go incomplete. Hung on a little too long. Pressure finally got to him.
Big time pass rush that time by Johnson and others getting into the backfield and putting so much pressure on that he had to throw it away. And he's lucky to get that one off before taking a big loss on the sack.
Third down and 9. We got a final from Berwick. Patterson comes back in the last 3 minutes to score. Berwick tries a late field goal, wide right, and Patterson wins 2019 for that key game in Berwick.
We got another flag going to play. West St. Mary's going to get a delay a game call on them. Going to push them back 5 yards.
.5:26 to go here in the third. Thinking coming out in the second half, the game would kind of speed up a little bit, but it hadn't done so.
Not yet. Got another flag.
That reminds me of last week.
Looking at the replay right here, it looks like the right tackle, little movement by the right tackle by the Wolfpack. You see him right there? That little foot, that little jab of his foot, that's all it takes. False start against the Wolfpack.
Went saw Nicholls State Houston Baptist last weekend. Turned into a 5.5-hour game after 2 lightning delays. Feel like I'm back in a 5.5-hour game.
We hadn't seen the lightning.
Exactly. At the same 5.5 hours, lacking the lightning delay. Third down and long. 4-man rush. They'll take a shot into double coverage. The pass is back there.
That's picked off that time. I tell you what, in wrestling that ball down, there was a fight. That's going to be number 13, Thomas. On the great play, he just went up and look, it was jump ball. It was for either one of them. So if you look at these two guys, they both go up for the ball, and Thomas just goes up, has better position on him and make that play.
Thomas now has a touchdown catch and an interception. And when you start talking about the core physical therapy player of the game, you start having a conversation about Mr. Thomas, along with Perry, along with Johnson. You know, a lot of playmakers.
Well, at the rate we go, we still have 3 more hours in this game, so
Plenty of time.
plenty of time for anybody else to claim that prize.
First down and 10. We'll see if Franklin starts to take some air out the clock.
Big pressure that time.
Boy, Perry is elusive. That was the best looking 5-yard loss I've seen in a long time.
Well, I tell you what, it was like the gate was open for the Wolfpack that time. There's just all kinds of pressure coming up the middle that time. He really had nowhere to go. He turns around and he's gang tackled by 5 of the front line and linebackers coming on a blitz.
Kind of wonder if the coaching staff isn't seeing that same thing and they can set up a screen coming up, which would be a great call against that type of pressure.
Second down, 16, Hornets.
Second and long. Perry option far side, keeps it himself. Wolfpack do a good job and bring him down.
I tell you what, that's number 53 that time. Bacon on the stop. And I tell you what, right now, West St. Mary is just bringing it on defense, putting a lot of pressure back there and getting into the backfield. We got another flag on the play.
That's a big penalty mark off against the Hornets. This drive heading in the wrong direction.
If you're a Wolfpack fan, you got to be liking this situation right here. Tremendous. What do you do if you Franklin with 3rd and a mile?
Like Wolfpack looking to get back in the game, and a better way to do it is to pin them back right here and get some good field position.
Franklin has been very aggressive so far. So
ball thrown across the middle late. Flag's thrown. They're going to call a guarantee you they're going to call
could be a
this.
targeting.
Yeah, you had 2 guys going after the football. There was a massive collision.
And Page lost his helmet on that play. Took a shot.
Yeah, I'd like to
If
see
you
if
look at
both
the
of them was
replay
going
right
for
here,
the football.
the replay, the ball is thrown low. They look like they were both going for the ball.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see that penalty, you got the receiver
And it's
going
just
for
a
the ball
right.
and the defender going after the receiver. But in that case,
It looked like they both was going for the ball, and they're talking this over. And it's a possibility they can pick up this flag.
Yeah,
And
I've never
officials was going to talk to the West St. Mary coaches, and he's going to make his case.
I've never seen many times where the head coach can go to the
No,
middle of the field
I don't.
talk it out.
I just I've never seen it where the coach could walk to the middle of the field to have a discussion with the referee. And
We're waiting for the official call. Looks like it's going to go against the Wolfpack.
I tell you what, the coaches better get to the sideline or they're going to get another flag.
Personal foul call against the Wolfpack.
See if we can take
There's
a
a
look right here.
second look again. You see the ball thrown low. It seems to me like both players was trying to make a play on that ball, and they collided, but I really don't think it was intentional
Right. 'Cause
for
it wasn't-
Hines.
seemed like if West St. Mary was going after the Franklin receiver, you wouldn't see the helmet, the blue helmet ahead of the other helmet. He would have been into the player's body. I think that was an incorrect call.
Third down.
After the 15 yards, it's still third down. There's no automatic first down. And now we have a timeout, Franklin. So it fits the script of what has happened the first 3.5 quarters. Just a lot of strange things have gone on in this ball game tonight.
We need to keep a diary on this one.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansbury and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
.327 to go here, third quarter. Long third down and 15 for Franklin. They're coming off a timeout.
We've been filled with drama all night, Boo, and the drama continues.
Yeah, a lot of strange things happened on that previous play. Definitely not a targeting call. That was a bad call, but I've not seen a coaching staff able to go to midfield and argue
to state that case.
Call, right. Exactly.
Right, so, right. So lucky to not have another flag right there, but
yeah, we don't have the best seats in the house. We're sitting high above the truck, which is about 20 feet. So we're kind of looking parallel at the playing field, doing the best we can with what we got.
Now we got a West St. Mary timeout. So we continue with some confusion. And it looks like it was a personnel issue with the Wolfpack. They want to make sure that they have the proper personnel on the field and taking care of their responsibilities, because they kind of, I think at this point in the game, they kind of feeling like this is a very, very important down. Even though it's 3rd and 15 for Franklin, they want to make sure that Franklin is punting his ball at the end of this next play.
Third down, they'll have to get down to the 40-yard line for a first. I think right here, anything close could be in 4-down territory the way the night has gone. Whoever goes in motion. Perry slips, trying to rip the ball from him, waiting for a whistle. They finally get it. And a good defensive stand for the Wolfpack, bring up 4th down.
Great play like that time by number 3, Wesley. The Wolfpack getting back there, and he had the first contact with the quarterback, making that stop.
We talked about the quick kick before. Lined up only 7 yards behind the center. We've seen it in games prior. High kick gets a good Hornets roll.
Great Hornets roll.
So the Hornets got to eat some clock. Now they back the Wolfpack up to the 50, and right now the Wolfpack offense hadn't scared this Hornets defense.
No, I tell you what, if there's any time to do it, now's the time. They need to make a move. They moved the ball a little bit last time, and it stalled out. But West St. Mary needs points on the board, and they didn't need them now.
No, they started the game off trying to get Pierre involved. Hadn't been to him that often as of late. He's a big play receiver for the Wolfpack.
You still got a feeling that they one big play away from coming in the end zone with one of their receivers. They got a quarterback that can make the pass. We'll see what he can do.
Run right, has an open receiver. No time to get him. He's going down. Sacked behind a line of scrimmage. Just couldn't get the throw away.
About a 5-yard loss.
That's Johnson that time on the stop. He was rolling out to his right side. He was looking down there for his receiver. He hesitated, and then that was plenty time for Johnson to come up very quick on his feet, that kid, to make that play for a big loss.
Yeah, had Hines wide open. Just couldn't get it off.
Great pursuit by the Hornets, not giving him time to throw that ball.
Second down, they'll hand it off to the pass. You'll get the lost yards back, get back to the original line of scrimmage.
I thought that we'd see a lot more of that play from West St. Mary this tonight, you know, but is the game and the events of tonight is just they haven't had the opportunity to kind of get rolling like that. So their ground game has really suffered tonight from that.
Yeah, the down and distance has not been favorable. They've always been playing from behind the sticks. They're looking for a big pass play. They'll go to Hines on the outside, slips the first tackle. You'll have it close enough to go for it here on fourth down.
Nice catch that time over on the near side of the field to put up fourth in one situation, maybe two, but a manageable down for the Wolfpack.
They're going to measure. Look, I don't have the best vantage point ever, but I can tell it's 2 yards short from right here. Well, we're going to bring the chains all the way across the field.
It might be one of those situations where the coach, West St. Mary coach, needed a timeout to kind of regroup and ask for a measurement just to give his guys a break.
Talk about I could tell, but before the game I was looking down the lines. In the center of the line is about 1.5 foot different from the sideline line. You know, none of these lines are straight. And what looked like it was 2 yards short turned out to be just a few inches short.
Right. A whole lot closer than it looked from our vantage point earlier.
Be fourth down. You know, we talk about these shotgun teams. It's fourth down, but you're lined up 4 yards back. You know, there's no getting under the center. The big guys for Franklin crowd the line of scrimmage. Caesar runs away from it. He'll have the first down.
Nice play right there. That time they faked the speed sweep going to the left, and he keeps the ball over the right side, picking up plenty of yards for the first down. Big play right there for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, there's no way they were going to get it running up the middle. They stopped the clock for the first down. Now they'll rewind it.
Ball spotted at the Hornet 33-yard line.
See if the Wolfpack will get a playoff here before the end of the third quarter. They do.
Caesar looking for a receiver that time. That's picked off.
Yeah, picked off a tip. Just not a pretty good look, not a pretty pass. Threw it into a crowd, and the Hornets come away with a turnover.
Big turnover that time by Thomas, number 13. You'll see the ball. That's what you tell you, those tip pass drills that you do is defensive block. So you see the ball's tipped by the first man, and then you'll see Thomas right behind him. That's number 15 tips that ball. I don't see him on the roster right here I have, but Thomas was able to pick the ball off him.
That's how the third quarter ends. We'll take a time. I'll be back for the fourth and final quarter right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
Somehow we arrived at the fourth and final quarter.
Finally, this elusive fourth quarter.
Big interception for the Hornets to start off this fourth quarter. Now it's time to try to run some time off the clock and take a victory back home to Franklin. Wolfpack say, hey, a lot of time on the clock. We just need to make a stop ourselves, and here comes another flag.
I think it's going to be a false start right there against Hornets. We'll wait and see what the call is. Homecoming night over here, West St. Mary. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Donald Sanders, principal, West St. Mary. Good man. And also on the far side of the field, Franklin, principal Natasha Jackson. They do a great job over here on the west side of the parish for us. Buddies of mine.
Not many people's left. You know, they swatting the gnats. The game's lasting forever. It's hot and muggy. The Chick-fil-A is still in stock. And
Hornets keep it on the ground that time. Brandon Hogg, good pickup on first down.
Second down and 7. You know, it's getting crunch time, and we start talking about the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. You know, we know who's in the running.
Yeah.
And the time is starting to run to where a decision's going to have to be made. You know, let's talk about the candidates. Lane, you got the young freshman, Corey Thomas, has a touchdown pass, has an interception. You got, two interceptions. You got Perry, who's you know, the most elusive runner in the parish, sitting at that quarterback spot. You know, Johnson got the touchdown, but he's been quiet since.
I tell you what, those 2 turnovers, those 2 interceptions speak volumes right now at this point in the game.
Perry running on the outside. He must have hurt us. Takes it for a first down. That'll move the change for the Hornets.
Perry running hard over the left side. He gets out there on the outside and encounters Weber, number 5, and head-on collision. But big game for him on the down, enough to pick up the first down.
You know, I'd have to go to the ATVCI.net archives to find out if we've ever had a freshman player of the game. And just like that, we reported that there was a defensive lineman at Patterson.
I think that was Kalen Davis for Patterson last year.
Weber has it, tries to pitch it back to Perry. Whistle had already blown. our executive producer, Chris Hunter, award number 84 for Central Catholic. One time in a player of the game, he was real close. At a 38-man roster, he was 37.
Correction on that name. I think that was Damon Davis. You know, there's 3 Davis brothers all play for Patterson. I said Kalen Davis. Kalen's the quarterback, but it's Damon Davis's brother that actually got that award.
And just like that, Corey Thomas makes another outstanding catch. He has it inside the 10 and inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
Wolfpack not expecting pass that time, and Franklin's they're not afraid to put the ball in the air late in the game, and I think that surprised the Wolfpack.
First down and goal. Ball rest at the 8-yard line. Here comes Perry and the Hornet offense. Trying to salt this one away. Ask for the football. Nobody's there to fake it to.
I think that was a busted play that time. Perry was looking to hand that ball off to number 15. Number 15 ran out to the left side of the field and turned around and looked at him and said, you could tell on his expression, that his body language, that he said, man, was I supposed to get that ball? So that was definitely a busted play.
Second down. Alexander goes in motion. Perry will keep it himself. Across the 5, slips a tackle and kind of jogs on in for the touchdown. It's as easy as that. 6 points for the Hornets.
All it took was a little fake going to the left side, and he keeps the ball over the right side, jukes a couple of players on the Wolfpack defense and takes it in himself.
Just because you're in position to make a play against great players like Perry doesn't mean you always get a hand on it. Offense stays on the field for the 2-point conversion. Low snap, picked up by Perry. A lot of blue jerseys there. Somehow he gets out of it. Crosses the 5, 2-point conversion is good. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Franklin extends their lead 30-6. So Lane, at halftime we had 14-6, and just like that.
Yes, and if you look at the pursuit, I mean, Wolfpack is just coming up the field. They're looking for the quarterback. They actually outran themselves and gave the hole for the quarterback to run into the end zone that time. And there's that 30 points that Franklin normally scores, 30-plus points a game on their side of the field, and that touchdown could maybe have put it out of reach for the Wolfpack for any comeback.
Yeah, I think the difference is the Wolfpack just hadn't found any consistency on the offensive side. Down and distance has been a problem. They'll get a good play, then they'll get a loss or a penalty, and it makes it awful difficult.
And the big thing has been the ground game by the Hornets. They've been able to move the ball on the ground as well as pass, and I think that's made a big difference for them.
You got a senior quarterback for the Hornets. You got a sophomore quarterback for West St. Mary. I think that experience has made a little bit of difference here tonight also. And the big guys up front defensively, that defensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage, made it difficult for anything to happen in between the tackles.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to give it. Franklin's a pretty stout football team. They've had a couple of losses, but they've lost to some good teams. And West St. Mary, to this point, besides tonight, I mean, this was a defense, again, one more time, that the last 2 teams they played, they shut them out, and they've been able to score high points and everything else. So I'm thinking that the Wolfpack is going to bounce back after tonight, and they're going to win some ball games.
DePass makes the catch, and he'll run it right out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Let's take a look at Franklin's remaining schedule, as they're looking to work their way into a nice playoff seed. We're at West St. Mary tonight, so we got Jeanette, a winnable game, Ascension Episcopal, and they have a open date, and then Catholic High New Iberia.
Got some opportunity for the Hornets right there to make a good showing and make the playoffs.
Not sure who did the graphics on that, but that was a lazy way out with just the off. You know, typically that'd
Well,
be
I tell you what, we had a situation with.
Yeah, DePass finally got some running room, but there's a flag on the play.
Touchdown saving tackle that time by Johnson. I think that's coming back. That's holding.
Might be why he had that little extra running room.
You know, talking about those schedules, Boo, with the COVID situation, it still has affected the games that you play. You know, there was lots of shuffling around who was going to play who and everything else, and teams like Patterson ran into that situation this year. That's why they ended up with a meet on their schedule and traveling to a meet, because one of the teams that was going to play had canceled on them. So Patterson and West Franklin and everything, some of those have to do those buys because they wasn't finding enough teams to make their schedule full.
That's how we end up here. You know, the way the game has been going, another key penalty, backs the Wolfpack up. They'll take a shot. Looking for Pierre. That one slipped. Perry on the coverage. Bring up second down. So the Hornets have gone into what appears to be a prevent defense. They've got their defensive backs kind of 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Handoff, running room. The pass takes it on the outside, stays on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds on the first down. You know, that running game helps when 6 of the defenders are 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
That's right. You know, I'm sure Franklin is thinking that, you know, I don't mind if they make 5 or 10 yards on the carry. I don't think they like in 20, 25 yards on a carry, but you got to give it up to the pass. For he's late in the game and he's no quit in him.
First down and 10, a new set of downs. Caesar again looked like the pass slipped and is picked off. Johnson gets his interception. Flag on the play. Johnson heading down the sideline. Stays on his feet. He'll slip a tackle and in the end zone for a touchdown. There's a flag at the 40-yard line. We'll wait for that call and see if the touchdown stands. That was the second time it looked like Caesar's pass slips out his hand. This time resulted in an interception.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, roughing the passer will negate the touchdown and give the Wolfpack a first down, a new set of downs. Let's see if we can see the call on the roughing the passer.
You see Caesar go back for the pass. He's looking down the field. He sees the receiver. And I tell you what, I don't see much of a hit right there. And Johnson picks that ball off in the open field. So not sure what the referee saw on that play.
Yeah,
nevertheless, it's going to bring.
Yeah, at least the targeting call. At least there was a collision.
Exactly.
This one here, there wasn't even a touch.
We didn't see anything that we could see, even on our replay, that would call for a penalty. Nevertheless, it'll be first down for the Wolfpack.
6:25 to go on the clock. Nearing the 3-hour mark in this contest, and the officials are going to go talk about it again. Not sure what they're talking about. The pass takes it again. He's been the workhorse. He takes a big hit.
Pick up about 7 on the play, and clock still running. 5:45 left to go.
Second down, 4. Back to the pass. A little hesitation. That's enough to get him free. He'll have the first down, knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, and the Wolfpack on the move.
There's the pass again. Big yardage over that left side. That's been the key side for the Wolfpack all night long. And the pass is running with bad intentions over there on that left side, trying to make it to that end zone.
Hey, new flags fly.
We might have some
Another
personal
dead ball.
fouls right here. We got another flag. So,
yeah, while they shut these flags off, they hopped in our premier sponsor, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance Red Zone. Well, look, I think even the players say, hey, we've been out here a long time. Getting a little frustrated. Wolfpack trying to get some points on the board. And now they're back on the field with another discussion.
lots of discussion going on, and lots of players and coaches and things out on the field tonight. You know, and it did offsetting penalties.
We've got offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties, one on each team.
Did anybody call a timeout?
No, I think they're sorting out the flags.
I've never seen a situation where you have offsetting personal fouls and you got the coaches of both teams. That's all the way out to the numbers, and that's on both sides. You know, West St. Mary coaches on one side, Franklin coaches on the other side, and they just all out on the field during the penalties. You know, during personal foul penalties. You know,
I had good expectation. I talked to the white hat before the game. He wanted to talk about our TV coverage. And I said, as long as you keep the pace going, we'll keep up.
Right.
I was thinking good.
Yeah.
And now I see that we can't keep up with his pace because it's been awful slow. So they actually marked the penalties off. 15 one way, 15 back. So I see the stands are starting to empty a little bit. Past people's bedtime, 10 o'clock. 5:18 on the clock. We're trying to get this game going.
We're going to get it back in action here. The clock is running.
Give it to the pass again, this time nowhere to go.
Stopped by a host of Hornets that time. That's number 53, Bouton, and Weber on the stop for Franklin.
Second down, 12.
Second down and 12 for the Wolfpack. Hines the pass in the backfield. Caesar keeps it himself, trying to get outside. And what he thought was a little bit of room closed up quickly.
Good play that time by Caesar as far as getting himself some lead blockers over there on the left side. But I tell you what, the pursuit of Franklin just caught up to him real quick.
Third down coming up. Wolfpack would love to get some points on the board here. Clock starting to roll. 3:38 here in the fourth. Back to pass. Caesar. He'll throw a jump ball in the corner. A little jostling back and forth, looking for Robinson. It'll go incomplete.
Good.
Caesar, two set to the right, one to the left. Here comes the pressure. Nowhere to go. They'll bring Caesar down. And the
That's
Hornets will
Weber.
turn them over on downs.
Great play that time by Weber. Coming over from his left side of that defensive line in there. If you see him, he's coming from the left side, and he looks like he comes through that line untouched and does a nice job of wrapping up the quarterback and making that solo tackle to get that turnover on downs.
First down and 10 Hornets, 3:15 to go. Get that ground game going. Got a few new jerseys in. Hand off to Weber. And we're nearing our selection for the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. Quite a few folks for the Hornets have turned in a good ball game tonight, offensively and defensively. So your player of the game is coming down to Thomas and Perry and Johnson. Pass to the outside, short gain. That'll keep the clock rolling. Good job of staying in bounds. And decision has been made. Our core physical therapy and player of the game is a senior, Zalin Perry. Perry doing a good job of controlling the offense for the Hornets. And his running has been very elusive here today. Scored several touchdowns, and a lot of deserving folks on the Hornets sideline today making some big plays, but couldn't have done it without the senior leader.
Perry has put a tremendous amount of pressure on that Wolfpack defense tonight, and against a stingy defense over the past few weeks, and has done a great job tonight. Congratulations to him.
First down and 10. We're almost at a point right now where you take a knee. Definitely want to stay in bounds. Wow.
I think they've given their young freshman quarterback, Jackson, number 23, an opportunity to maybe throw a couple of passes.
Few new jerseys on both sides of the field. call it 2nd and 10, minute 44 on the clock.
You got Gray and Archangle out there on the receiver spot on this side.
Here comes Weber. Weber needs to stay in bounds. He'll go out of bounds, stop the clock.
Weber's still running hard.
First down run.
And I tell you what, Weber reminds me of the Milton kid a lot of times, especially early on in the game when he was handing the ball off, and you know he's breaking tackles and everything else. So he's run hard tonight.
Jackson looks around, takes a snap. He'll fake it, keep it himself, near side. And he steps out of bounds. Not sure that's how they write it up in the last minutes of the game, all this stepping out of bounds. You know, you wonder, you get down, you let the clock run, you take it to the house with your victory. Now we got 2nd down.
I think that's young Jalen Jackson, who is the son of Principal Miss Natasha Jackson. Great kid, I know Jalen.
He'll throw it here. He'll throw a tough pass to the outside. Some people refer to it as an end over end, or maybe a duck. It'll hit the ground, bring up 3rd down. So
3rd down, Hornets.
after 3.5 hours, there ain't no need to end it now. Just let it keep going.
As long as there's time on the clock, there's always a possibility we end up with overtime. You know, crazy things have happened.
Third down, back on the ground. Barring someone calling a timeout.
Jackson hands off to number 15 on our roster. We've seen number 15 at his defensive end spot tonight, and his offensive running spot. I've seen him a lot of places tonight, but
Just don't have his name.
Just don't have his name.
Fourth down, a flag on the play. He doesn't even wait for the official to call. He just marks it off. It'll be look like he's going 15 yards. Again, I don't think I've ever seen that. Normally, the white hat makes the call.
And the call is after the marking off this time, huh?
Yeah, official must be frustrated. He just marks it off. But really had no bearing on the game. What they need to do is wind the clock.
Clock is rolling.
Fourth down, I wouldn't even take a snap. Let it run as far as you can go. We're about to have a change on downs.
I think Jackson's going to give it another shot right here. He gets the snap. Tosses it back to 15. Tackled by a host of Wolfpack, and that should be the last play of the game.
You wish. That was fourth down. Now they'll run the rest of the clock out.
I think they're running it out, yeah.
And that'll be enough.
That's
so
it.
The final score here at home coming for West St. Mary. Franklin Hornets come to town and take a 30-6 victory. They'll come to midfield, shake hands. It's always a good rivalry, and we'll be back to wrap this up in the BCI.net postgame show.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Doman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, Taco Bell, Guaranteed Title, Shaw Bills, Sheriff Blaze Smith, GJCurbside.com, Coastline Wealth Group, Conrad Shipyard, McDonald's, Stansberry and Associates, Pelican Companies of America, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to the ATBCI.net postgame show. Our final score, Franklin 30 and West St. Mary 6. Homecoming night for West St. Mary. They'll still celebrate, just didn't get the win here tonight against a good Franklin team.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting game, slow-paced game, long game, lots of different things going on, happening and everything else. We've had everything between penalties, homecoming, injuries and everything. We'd like to give a shout-out to number 34, Bob. We hope that everything's all right with his injury tonight for the Wolfpack, and we're looking forward to a great game next week.
Well, what came out of this game is a core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. Number 3 for Franklin, Zylan Perry, the senior quarterback.
Good job by him. Put tremendous pressure on the Wolfpack all night, kept them on their heels, kept them behind the sticks, and that's exactly what Coach Johnson said that he wanted to do. He wanted to keep the Wolfpack guessing, and so great play by Perry. Congratulations.
Next week, a key 3A matchup, district matchup between the Patterson Lumberjacks and E.D. White. We've seen both teams. This should be a whale of a ball game.
Well, I'm telling you, E.D. White, we saw E.D. White against Assumption. Tremendous ball club. They're coming to Patterson and everything else. So Patterson has their work cut out for them. It's going to be a great game.
This is one game I'm glad I'm paid by the hour. It's been a long night here from Baldwin. Our final score, 30-6 Franklin. We'll be back next week for the Friday night under the lights A.J. Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week.
Thank you for watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Doman, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Doman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Cardiovascular Institute of the South, 1231 David Drive in Morgan City. Commitment to quality cardiovascular care through unparalleled expertise. Taco Bell. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants, and delivery now available with DoorDash. Taco Bell invites you to live Moss. Guaranteed Title. Tell your home lender you want guaranteed title for your closing. When making the biggest purchase of your life, experience matters. Shawbills, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary and surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Sheriff Blaze Smith, committed to maintaining excellence in law enforcement through courtesy, professionalism, honor, and respect. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Conrad Shipyard, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all our area teams good luck this season. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Visit one of our locations in Bayou Vista, Morgan City, and Amelia today. Stansberry and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Pelican Companies of America, your one-stop spot for all your rental needs. 985-312-5509. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.